Okay, so now we're going to get over to the Optimas. This is all things skin. So if you have a medical spa, if you're a nurse injector, if you're an esthetician, this is by far and away InMode's most common device sold. In a year's time, hands down, this is the most commonly sold device because there's just so many opportunities on the Optimas. This is represented well at the InMode table, or at the Boomerang table, if you go right out these doors here, in this book. So if you need more hardcore science, more settings beyond what InMode's telling you, Boomerang's the place to go. That is their book that has the Optimas and all of the opportunities in the Optimas. If you really want to dig deep into laser and light physiology, when you're thinking about why should I use a 580 wavelength over the 515, if you really want to get into nuts and bolts, or when you're talking about short pulse duration and long pulse duration, all this really sciencey stuff, that can be found in those books. Very, very useful for you that's trying to get a good foundation. Okay, so here's one thing that the Optimas provides us is multiple ROI opportunities. Tomorrow, I'm going to roll this principle out and just absolutely knock it out of the park when we talk about maximizing multiples. That's one of my keys to success. Sustained success over time. Remember our sales funnel that we're going to build tomorrow. We can add to the top and get a new patient. But once we get that patient in our funnel, many of us do the treatment and then we're done. And we try to get another new and another new. And that rat race is hard to maintain. I just talked to some friends over here that have an awesome weight loss club. They have 2,000 patients. 2,000 patients doing weight loss. It's so easy. Can you imagine, I told them, can you imagine if you just got 10% of those people to do another treatment? That's 200 treatments. Like just get 10% to do a Morpheus or this or this. There's 200 treatments. If you start doing the math, my Morpheuses are 1250 and drop them 3. Multiply that times 200. I mean, the income potentials are crazy, and they haven't even marketed and try to get a new person. So it's way easier to get one person in my practice to do 3 things than it is to get 3 new people in the door. Or when you start expanding that out, so think about 10 people doing 3 things. That's 30 treatments. That's way easier to get 30 new people in the door. So maximizing multiples is where we're going to spend a lot of time for sustained success tomorrow, and that's squeezing the middle of our sales funnel. I'm going to show you how to do that with drip and nurture marketing and cross-marketing and retention. Retention is huge. How do we retain our patients that we've earned? How do we recapture patients that we've lost? We're going to unpack all these principles tomorrow. But the assumption that I'm making, friends, the assumption that I'm making is that you have multiples to maximize. So if you only have Ozempic and tirzepatide, or if you only have your toxin syringes or your filler syringes, you don't have multiples to maximize. So then you do have to play the game of the new, always getting the new, always getting the new, always getting the new. And at some point, especially in a large, saturated market, and this is why my principles, we joked this morning about where I'm from, but this is why my principles transcend context. Because in a saturated market, it is difficult to always reach out and acquire that new because there's so many people in this space, and you can't break through the noise. So this is why looking in your backyard before you're looking across the street is where we're going to start our success tomorrow.